Hey, hey. Stop. More little so far back there. What's up? What's up?
Not much. Sorry for the intro.
Were you having trouble connecting?
Huh?
Were you having trouble connecting?
Yeah, I actually was. I'm good. I'm serious.
Good old Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
These problems are pretty annoying.
Yes.
Okay. First, I want to thank everybody joining us. Appreciate you all. You already know it's your favorite Jedi, the BMF goddess. I'm here. I have the pleasure of interviewing pro wrestler Benny Blanco tonight.
Here.
Thank you for making time for us.
Of course.
How are you doing today?
I'm actually doing great. You know, it's been rough for me, lately. But I'm actually doing great. After today, it's being amazing. Like I'm on cloud nine right now.
For the audience, feel free to comment or question. He's gonna answer your questions live. Wow. We are paying attention to the comments. Thank you for making time for us, Benny.
Of course. For you, goddess, anytime.
Hello. So, I'm gonna start at the beginning. First of all, where did you grow up? Where are you from? And how was growing up for you?
I'm from Harlem, New York. Most likely the Upper West Side. So I'm from Douglas Projects. And basically growing up for me it wasn't easy, but then again, it like whose lifestyle is easy? You get what I'm saying? So, but for me, it was different, if I could say that. Because, growing up, it was just me and my sister. And also my mom. My mom is deaf, so she's handicapped. And growing up with a mom that can't hear is kind of hard, especially, being so young and not knowing what that is. So, I was blessed with a mom that taught me sign language at an early age. So I'm fluent in sign language, and that became our way of communicating. And then
that's awesome.
Yeah, and so then it's like also people say that I'm loud, and that's the reason why I'm loud is because communicating to my mom was like I had to really speak very loudly because she'll feel the vibrations and then she can read my lips. So yeah, like growing up was eventful because then later on in the years, like I lost my dad when I was like 6 years old. So that was life changing. Like it was very, very life changing because
He's already here.
Thank you. Even though my dad and my mom didn't really get along, my dad was always there. That's what inspired me when I was even small to be like, you know what? One day when I have my kids, I want to be a dad because my dad was my dad. Even though he got taken away from me, but it is what it is, and that was just a life-changing moment though, because then after that it was like it's kind of hard because like I said, my mom couldn't be the mom she wanted to be because she had her own situation going on, and then on top of that it was always just me and my sister. And then later on I lost my aunt that I consider my everything. That was my mom away from my mom, and I lost her. She was sick, and I lost her at 8 years old, and that was my everything. So it just like, lose my dad at 6 to lose my aunt at 8, it was devastating. And then it just,
like that's the thing at such a young age.
Mm-hmm. And then, I went through a crazy, I don't know if we could curse, but I don't want to curse. I went through a crazy.
BMF stages uncensored.
It was unimaginable. Shit was like unimaginable for an 8-year-old to go through, and it was just crazy. And it was very traumatizing to the point where at 13, I ended up with my grandmother, and big ups to her. She raised me, even though she raised me since I was a baby, but that she became my mom and my dad, and alongside with my sister. Luckily, God bless, I got to be with my sister also. And then alongside with my other cousins that I grew up in one household with. Yeah, so if people don't believe that,
Wow, and she did that all herself?
yeah, my grandmother raised 9 of us. 2 boys, 7 girls in the house, so you know.
That's a strong woman.
Yeah, very strong woman, you know.
Is she still alive?
Of course. She looks, literally, my grandma's up there in age, but you would never know because she literally, no bullshit. She looks like she is in her late 40s, like mid 50s. And still working.
Hey,
still working.
You know how it is for people of color.
Of course,
We don't cry.
of course. And also, yeah.
What is you're of Latin descent, right?
Yes, I am Irish and Puerto Rican. My dad is from is Dublin, Ireland, and my mom is Samoa, Puerto Rico. But just to clarify, I am American also, because you know how people are. If you wasn't born in Ireland,
yeah.
so
Okay. That's rough. That's rough.
it was crazy. It was crazy.
And she raised you guys in Harlem?
She raised us in downtown Manhattan. So that was brand new too, because downtown Manhattan is not like uptown, where like you have a bodega 3 blocks down. I'm used to coming out my house and the bodegas across the street. I'm like, right. And then we living with my grandmother. We lived literally across the street from my opera house.
Oh wow.
It's crazy. Opera house, but we live in the projects, so you would think, okay, the projects tough, Nah, it was like I'm not downsizing with my grandmother's project, like where she's living at. I'm not downsizing the projects. I'm not belittling them. I'm just saying, for me, it was just like when someone built this, they must have been stupid or just doing something wrong, because it's like the block was predominantly white. The only diversity was when you come across the street and you was in the projects. Other than that, you had an opera house and you had Juilliard.
Yeah.
Like literally Juilliard, the ballet school. Like you literally had them, and then you had like school across the street.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. So it's still like that.
So it was crazy. It was just crazy. So you got anything else for me?
I have plenty for you.
Yes.
So let's take it to wrestling, because I know that you are also a dancer. So we're gonna get to that.
Okay.
Wrestling. How did you first get into it in the first place? Like, as far as being a fan.
Okay. See, I like that.
Inspirations.
See, I like how you set up that question, because every time I get asked that question, I gotta go into I was a fan and all this. So I like how you just eliminated being a fan. So my inspiration, don't get me wrong, would be people would be like, oh, it's a wrestler I seen. I was like, no, literally, my inspiration was my mom, because she got me hooked on wrestling. She was watching. Yeah. No bullshit. Let me tell you straight up.
That's so cute.
My mom is the biggest wrestling fan of all time. And she put me on to wrestling because one time I saw her watching it, the VHS. Look, I'm showing my age on this thing. The VHS. She used to record them. Yeah. She used to record matches. And I seen her watching a playback, and I saw her watching Undertaker. And I got scared. I was like, yo, wait, my mother's watching a horror movie? Because I'm like, yo, there's a dead guy literally walking to the ring. And then she was telling me, like, no, this is actually a guy. This is his persona. And so then I started getting hooked. But then it really wasn't for me because I was still young, so I didn't know what it was until I started watching again. And then the Attitude Era came. And watching Stone Cold Steve Austin, I was like, yeah, it's over. It's over. Stone Cold did it.
My idol.
Stone Cold did it for me because I felt like, even though, and we're not playing the race card, but even though he was a Southern white man, I felt like he gave us minorities a chance to be shown in a light where I don't care, fuck the system, I'm gonna do me, no matter who you are, I'm gonna show you who I am, and I'm gonna kick your ass at the same time. So I love that. I love that.
Exactly.
My biggest inspiration and the reason why I really started, is my man, Matt Travis. Matt Travis, hands down. He's my bro, and unfortunately, we lost a good one 2 years ago. You know, and I got a chance to speak to him and ask him, pick his brain, and ask him like, hey, listen, I seen you like via Instagram, like wrestling, bro, because he became a lifey legend. He was known as Matt Live, a lifey legend, like an extraordinary dancer. And all of a sudden, I'm like, wait, what happened to Matt? Like, I see all the other guys, all the lifey legends still dancing, and I'm like, what the hell happened to Matt? And on my Instagram, because I get the wrestling notifications, and I'm still a dancer, I'm still a professional dancer, and I'm like, it says Matt Travis, and I'm like, wait, hold up, I know that, and I'm like, no. What did it for me was when got to see him come out with the fur coat, the ski mask, and when he pulled that ski mask off and went quick, and the crowd popped for him, I was like, oh no. I was like, no. He's been my boy through the whole dancing thing and all that. I was like, nah, I gotta do this. I gotta hit my man up. And I hit him up, and I was like, bro, listen, no mark shit. And he was like, nah, bro, like we know each other. I was like, but congratulations, I'm fucking proud of you, and it's amazing. I'm like, I was just like thinking about you, and I asked him, I said, bro, let me ask you, if I wanted to be down, would it be something I can get? And he told me straight up, and this is what I love about him, he's so fucking authentic, and he told me straight up, he goes, yo, white boy, man, that's my dancing name too. So he goes, white boy, I'm gonna be real, this is not something for the weak-hearted. This is not something for somebody that's gonna be playing. This is serious. I take this serious. Like, he's done it for like 6, maybe 7 years, and he eats shit, sleep wrestling. And so he told me, he was like, yo, this is not easy. This is not something that you're just gonna walk in and be like, hey, And so, like, eventually he kept it real. And that's why I love him the most, is because he's always real, and he was humble, the most humblest human being I ever met. And he told me straight up, yo,
That's deep.
Huh?
That's deep.
Yes. And he dead ass, like, literally told me, yo, you should stick to to dancing, because that's what you do, and you're nice at it. That was an honor for somebody that's as nice as him. That is an honor, like a OD honor. So that shit just like got me mind blown, like off the chain. So yeah, Matt Travis, hands down, he's the reason why I started wrestling. He's the reason why I am wrestling, and he is the reason why he's one of the reasons why Benny Blanco's the way he is, like on 1,000. It's just me, but at 1,000. So
that's an amazing story to share. It's like, keeping him alive. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, thank you. And also I just want to say this. The reason why I'm on our cloud nine is because I got to meet his mom, and I got to meet his best friend. And I got to thank my man Joe Smooth, my guy. If you're watching this, and if you're not, thank you for making it happen today. Thank you for making that happen. Utmost respect. Thank you. Love you, bro. Like another brother from another mother. And Mama Travis, love you. I love you. And thank you for accepting me and showing me love and support and pushing me to be great in wrestling and in life. And thank you. Like, today was phenomenal. Like, when I met her, my hands were like this. But yeah, long live Matt Travis. I love you, bro.
You're gonna have to send her the link when the video comes out. It'll hurt, hit her heart.
Yeah.
Miss T Soft made a comment. She said that's called the red lightning, but I don't know. I wasn't checking, so let's see what was that referring to. Lucky the bandits in our house and the PJs never.
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Guys, don't be quiet.
Goddess, you can hear me, right?
Send questions and comments as well. Huh?
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, you can hear me?
I can hear you, but you're coming in.
I'm a speaker.
No. I can hear you very well. It's just that you're breaking up, though. That's why.
Oh, okay. You're breaking up. Come on. Am I losing them? Oh, I lost them. Let me try to get them back, guys. I'm sorry. Gotta love Instagram. All right, here he is. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I got cut off. I'm sorry.
It was you?
I got literally cut off. I don't know what just happened. Like, I literally just got cut off.
It's Instagram. You gotta love the,
I just got kicked off. Like, I'm thinking it's my service. I got kicked off.
So then it's Instagram with his bugs and shit.
I hope you can record that. I hope you still have that footage.
Oh no, I have it.
Okay.
It's gonna come up on mine. No worries.
Okay.
I just want to say that I noticed something about you as well. The fact that you are humble as well, and I respect that.
Oh my God, you're the only person that says that.
Am I wrong? I mean, that's how you came off to me.
No, I think I'm
humble and respectful. I deal with a lot of, wrestlers who were just like, got the nose in the air, like, hey, I'm a star. But you didn't come off that way. When I spoke with you, it was a lot of respect and, humbleness, and I respect that. So.
Oh, no, I'm not like that. I'm sorry, I'm not like that. But I think, I think I'm humble. But I'm
Matt Awesome is in the house. He said, IG Satan, thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks for being here.
But, like, to quickly chime in on what you said, thank you, I appreciate that, and I respect you for that. And it works both ways. But to be honest, I think I'm humble, but some people in the wrestling business, and they know who they are, I think it's
a lot of them.
But they swear to God that I'm not humble. Like, they literally throw the only shade, like, I'm not as good as I think I am, I'm all this, I'm all that. And I'll be like, you know what, it's cool, like, I don't care. I can get disrespectful, and which I have. I've been on Instagram Live sometime. I've been on Facebook Live, and I've been, coming at promoters and certain wrestlers. And it's because this is okay. So I'm still brand new. I'm not gonna lie. I'm only done this.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at Matt because he's like, I'm not a star, but I'm awesome. True that.
Well, not with that chocolate shit. He didn't cut that shit out. But anyway. Like I was saying, like, I only done this for a year and going on 6 months now. And being in Florida is
somebody said fuck that show, that PS7 love.
My man Johnny. We go way back. That's way back. That's elementary school days. But so long story short, it's just that in the state of Florida, I just feel like me being from New York and New York bred and born, they can't handle that. They want me to be on some like content, or they want me to kiss some like people's asses, or like those wrestlers down there, they want to talk to you, and like the way they want to talk to you, and it's like, yo, okay, we all got a gimmick, my man, but in the locker room, chill up. because we all grown men.
It's a lot of showboating and I got bigger balls than you or some type of shit.
Like, nah. I'm sorry, but I'm not with that. I came into the game on some like, yo.
Someone asked if I'm a wrestler. No, I am not. I did attend wrestling school as a teenie. Like, I went into it like 18 years old, but I never went anywhere. I am a solid fan. My boyfriend is a pro wrestler.
Ooh.
And I'm just in love with the business. I'm a all-around wrestling fan. I started when I was 3 years old. It was back in the 80s. And I haven't stopped since. I have a serious love for wrestling. And the reason I do interview indie wrestlers such as yourself is because I feel like indie wrestling as a whole does not get as much as respect as it should, and neither do its wrestlers. And I feel like you guys should have a voice. So
that's a fact, and I thank you for that, because you know what, we need to shed some light on the indie circuit, because it's not possibly getting the love that it's supposed to be. And then on top of that, I love the fact that you're doing that, because then it's weeding out the wrestlers and the promoters and the promotions that need to be weeded out, if you know what I mean. But I don't want to get too spicy, because I don't want people, making phone calls and be like,
still want to get booked.
Benny's talking shit. But yeah, so you're doing a great thing. Keep doing it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I didn't mean to cut you off. You can continue.
No, go ahead, do your thing. I was being real. Like, I don't want no phone calls made after this interview, and everybody be like, yo, Benny Blanco's taking a shot at me. Like, I'm that sensitive shit drives me wild. Like,
yeah,
I'm not with that shit. Because if we're in the wrestling business, gimmick or no gimmick, in the ring or out the ring, you gotta have thick skin. And, like, I'm sorry, but I do what I do. And I think no bullshit. People tell me my biggest problem when it comes to wrestling is that I take shit personal. Hell yeah, I do. Because why? Because I'm doing this for two people I love, and I don't take this shit for play. Like, I don't come here and play. And I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be me.
Of course you do.
Like, I'm not gonna come in and be somebody else. Like, and that's what they expect me to be, I guess. Certain individuals that's part of my squad, and I put them out there later, but got some expertise and some opinions and some advice that I'm taking into consideration, and I'm bringing myself down a notch. But for others, nah, go eat a dick, cause nah. Like, I'm sorry, but go eat a dick. I'm sorry, Benny Blanco's telling you to go eat a dick.
Now, I'm gonna be straight up with you, because that's who I am. I'm a realist. I did get I'm gonna say anonymous message from somebody asking me how come I refer to you as a pro wrestler. So right now I'm gonna give you the chance to address that and say why. Shoot a promo, whatever you want, say what you want to say, but tell them, because they'll be watching, why that is out of pocket, I think. Why? Because they obviously, it was a dig at you, but why?
The reason, okay, straight. I'm a pro wrestler because of who the fuck I am. I'm sorry, but I'm Benny fucking Blanco. Like, it get no better than that. And this is not a promo. This is real shit. Like, I am who I am. It's not a gimmick. I don't come in and dress up or act like somebody else. I do what I do and I say what I say. Like, the way I am right now is the way I am in real life. What I do in the ring is how I act in real life. And the way I am in the locker room is how I act in real life. So I feel like a pro wrestler, and anything in professionalism is genuine, authentic. That's what a professional is. So to whoever said, oh, why you call, because I'm a professional. No matter what I do, even if it's eat a dick or fuck you, have a nice day, I'm still being professional because that's who I am. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat shit for you. And then I'm sorry that you feel that way, that you have to anonymously inbox Goddess and say, "Why I call him a pro wrestler?" That's hate, and I love the hate. Keep going, cause you remind me of two of those wrestlers in South Florida. They hate. One of the, but you know what? I'll make this so personal right now because that shit just got me hot. Cause I love it, but then it got me hot. So now I'm gonna take it personal.
Right.
Certain DK veterans want to see and go, yo, you gotta chill, cause I got 20 years in the game. You got 20 years where? Performing the way you perform? Chill, homie. Chill, homie. Where's 20 years of pro wrestling, as you call it? But you roll around in the ring and then go to promotions on getting a handshake and a hot bowl.
It wasn't right.
But you don't get paid to do shit. And then your work ethic in the ring is horrible. And I'm not shooting. And you know what? I'm not shooting a shot to a particular person. I'm shooting a shot to all veterans that think that they're hot shit and want to belittle guys like me and not give chances to guys like me. Because I'm tired of that shit. Like, yo, your time has come. Obviously, you're doing something wrong that if you're in the indies for 20 years and not have nothing to say about it. For instance, I'm going to be real. The most explosive, biggest man in this motherfucking business right now got 25 plus years. And if people know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. Bronx owned, my man done it all. And bro, that's a person in and outside the ring, acts like who he is, and shows who he is in the ring, and has proven why he's the biggest and baddest man in the business. You feel me? And then also, they just mad at the fact that a dude like me, and I'm a professional wrestler, you know why? Because a dude like me that only got a year and 6 months under his belt with 25 matches, I got to work with people like Super Crazy in my debut match. Super Crazy. I got in the ring with Loki. I got a dude that tried to use my name, he's related to Homicide, and he called my coach and was like, "You got your boy Benny Blanco using my name, and that's not fit." First of all, fam, that's a dog. It's my name. That's my shit. I made it lit. It's a rap. You feel me? And stop telling niggas you're related to certain people because you're not. Stop it, fam. And so it's shit like that gets me tight because it's like, bro, there's people in this industry for my year and 6 months of seeing that eat, shit, sleep, wrestling. And they sacrifice so much outside this ring to make their dreams happen. Niggas lose families, jobs, broke, homeless. You know what's crazy? I'm not gonna bring my boy up, but God rest his soul. But look what he did. He killed the fucking game. He did whatever it took to make it to where he's at. And to this day, ain't nobody gonna fill his boots. Ain't nobody gonna take his spot. But he motivated dudes like Private Party, Santana Ortiz, Cashflow, Joe Smooth, Amazing Red. Oh my God! Like, are you serious? It ain't. You're that guy.
For those who are gonna watch this on YouTube, and don't know who he's speaking of a young wrestler by the name of Matt Travis. He was a frequent hard wrestler, and he had an untimely death by a hit and run incident. And he was a very, beloved member of the wrestling community and the scene.
So like, I'm sorry, but whoever wrote that, you can go kiss my ass and sit down and have a Coke and just watch me be great, cause you're a hater. You're mad because you wanted to be on Goddess's show and she picked me. Obviously, there's something about you that she didn't like, or you're not weird enough to be on muscle, but I am. But you know what? I love shit like this because you know why? Because what's crazy is I'm not even wrestling right now. That's the crazy shit. I took a step back to handle my shit, to get myself personally better as a person and to take care of my family. And you know what's so crazy? I'm still relevant. But I bet that person can't say the same. I bet that person takes a break and they gonna be like, whoop, whoop. Like, chill. Like, whoever said that, chill.
Have a lot of everybody showing you love right now. Thank you to everybody watching. Lucky the Bender said you face Loki and live.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? To the person, and yo, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. You know what's so crazy? Now I'm gonna really juice. I'm gonna juice it up real quick too, and it's no cap, no lies. To the person that said what you said, you're gonna get your little 15 minutes of fame. I'm gonna keep giving it to you, but I'm gonna keep shitting on you at the same time. Unlike you, I'm still early in my game, and you know what's so crazy? I could go to the back of the locker room and chill with Loki, pick his brain, talk to him. I could chill with the Colognes and Eddie in Orlando. I can chill with Carlito and Chris Masters. I can go to Brian Cage seminars and talk to Brian Cage and get rooted on by Casey Navarro. I got my right hand man, Jay St. Patrick at AEW, that I can go and call personally and pick his brain. Some of y'all dudes that's been in the game longer than me can't even do none of that. I've seen dudes that swear they hot shit in locker rooms, no cap, that dead ass be like lying, talking about, yo, I set up some shit with the Colognes. No, you didn't. Stop lying, bro. They don't want to talk to you. Stop lying. Like, so whoever said that, that's what you said.
A lot of lying that be going on. A lot of I know this person and that person.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait. While we on that subject, I'm not gonna shout his name out because I don't want him to hurt his feelings. You know, but yo, bro, I know the truth. Stop lying. Stop telling niggas that you train with a certain person and this, that, and third, because I'm just saying somebody I train with told me the truth and gave me the rundown. Stop doing that. Also, dude, stop running seminars. You're not that serious, bro. Stop doing that. You only got like 2 years in the game and you're running seminars. Chill, fam. Chill. Like, chill. Train more. Stop lying and stop telling people you train with Jonathan Gersh from ROH. Stop lying, bro. Stop fucking lying. Stop doing that. Like, that's crazy. Like, I'm dead ass serious. It just mind boggles me that, you know, you got people literally in this industry that make themselves bigger than what they are, and it's like, yo, little old me comes along, and I don't even do that, and I get ridiculed for being who I am. You know, I'm gonna talk about that one. I'm gonna let you run your story. Now I'm gonna let you run your story. So,
Okay. So tell us, how did you get into the business? If you remember, what was the exact moment you were like, this is what I want to do? And how did you make it happen?
Ooh, I like that. I started with Coastal Championship Wrestling, CCW. I don't want to name them, but I'm going to be honest. But, they're not getting the credit.
Out of where?
Out of South Florida. I started in South Florida because I used to live in Miami before I moved to Orlando. It's a well-renowned school. I'm very loud. They've been there for over like 16, 17 years. But I'm on the front. For all those who know me now, they know that I'm training with Simon Gotch, WWE, you know, and MLW and all that, in Orlando at Self-Made Gym. But before I got to Orlando, I was in Miami, and like you know, what I mentioned before, you know, Maddie was the one that gave me the drive to start it. So I went to Coastal Championship Wrestling, and my beautiful coach / he considered me his son, Pablo Marquez, ECW guy, WWE guy, and the most underrated, well-renowned trainer. That I swear to God, this dude deserves to be on AEW, deserves to be training these dudes, because my man is nasty. I'm a Pablo Marquez guy. I'm not a. I don't never. I can never say I'm a student of CCW. I'm gonna say I'm a student of Pablo Marquez, which he at one point was training us. And I'm sorry, but my 1 year of being there with him was phenomenal, because he got me to be in opportunities that I never thought I could be in. And people telling me, yo, bro, the shit you be in, it takes people a long time to be in. So like, I count my blessings and I thank him seriously. But you know, I got blessed also to be trained by now my trainer Simon Gotch and Gorilla Blanco at the Self-Made Gym, and it's called Catch Wrestling. And yeah, that's all I've been doing is training. I stopped getting booked and all that, because when I come back, I'm gonna come back to throw people on their neck, and it's gonna be a problem. Like, so yeah, to answer your question.
That's what I like to hear. So, tell me, what does wrestling mean to you when you come back? Well, what's your focus? What are your goals?
Shit.
What do you want to be remembered for?
Wrestling is amazing to me. Like it gave me a second. Besides dancing, wrestling gave me a second chance to be what I wanted to always be, which is an entertainer. And now that I got out of the platform of dancing, and now wrestling, I can be me. I can show the world, yo, you're gonna hate me, but you gotta love me. You know, and how you gonna hate me and love me at the same time is because how fucking entertaining I am. No matter what I do, even with my fuck ups, you're still gonna love me and you're still gonna hate me. Bless you, girl. Bless you.
Thank you.
So that's how much wrestling means to me. And my dream is at one point to go to AEW, but I put my brakes from that, because I'm gonna be honest with myself. I wouldn't be myself if I can't be honest with myself. And I feel like within the end of the year or within the beginning of next year, I see myself at MLW, New Japan, Noah Pro, or NWA or Ring of Honor. I see myself there. The reason why I say I don't see myself going straight to AEW is because I need to get the feel of how it is to get on that level. I want to level myself up. I want to know. I want to see that. Okay, I went from being in the Indies to going to ROH to going.
I like all those answers. You named all amazing fans. So.
Yeah.
Well, all promotions. So
you know, like
I agree.
Yeah, and I just want to level up, and I want to see where I can go with that. And what I want to be remembered for, when it's all done, and this is when it's my pro career, or when I'm never done, what I want to be remembered for is, yo, I remember Benny Blanco for being him. I remember, yo, I want to be talked about. I want to walk by somebody and you know what's crazy? I want to go. There's one. Somebody said no Mexican promotions. I want to go to a Mexican promotion. I want to go to AAA, but I want to make sure that I'm ready for that, because that's a whole different culture. That's a whole different background, and I want to be more humbled and more ready and more understanding of wrestling and the industry and all that. So when I get to those coaches, like when I get to Japan, I get to like New England or Mexico, I know how to present myself and still be Benny Blanco. But going back to me wanting to be remembered, I want to be like this. I want to walk the streets and be like, people forgetting my face because maybe I look older or bigger, and be like, yo, I remember when Benny Blanco came out and we had the whole crowd going, yeah, went to every state doing that. Or I remember when Benny Blanco used to, violate people in the ring, smack fire out of them. Or I remember when Benny Blanco had a dope ass entrance. Or most of all, I want to be remembered as, yo, I remember Benny Blanco when he talks a whole lot of shit. Like that, I want to remember. I want to be remembered for because I want to be remembered for being me. You know, and I don't. Is it cool if I answer this question? Somebody said, "Do you see yourself in the WWE?"
Of course.
To be
Answer.
honest, and you know, I don't want to get guys in trouble, but I'm gonna be honest. No shot at WWE, no shot at Mr. Van, but hell to the no.
There's nothing wrong with that. Actually, a lot of people don't like to name WWE in the in case they do approach them or contact them, but a lot of people they kind of say it without saying it the same thing.
Exactly, and I'm not going that shit because why? Because no disrespect to Vince. Hey, do you, fam? Sell your company, do whatever the fuck you want to do. That's none of my business. But at the end of the day, I'm Benny Blanco, and I got blessed with this name. You know, and I take my name personal, and I want to build.
Renegade said you have to explain that. Renegade wants to know: is it because of the WWE?
No, and I'm getting to that. No, it's not. It's basically. Like I said, I got blessed with the name of being Benny Blanco, and I run with that, because it's me, it's me at 1,000. That what's more importantly to me is creative freedom. WWE does not allow you to do that, and I know that for a fact because I purposely binge.
They would completely change who you are.
Exactly.
That's I know for sure. They would be like, Benny who?
And then also because I don't, no disrespect to Enzo, but I'm not him, and I know that this big man would dead ass do that. He would look at me and be like, "Oh, you from the hood? You this? Oh, so let me just polish you up and be another Enzo." No, fuck you. I'm not being Enzo. Enzo's Enzo. I'm Benny, and that's that. My man's, I don't know what he's what. What are you saying, guys?
Let me see. Is it an intellectual property issue? It's just what he said. It's not just the schedule, it's because they completely change who you are. And he wants to have that creative freedom that, they have in AEW. Or maybe a little too much of. For some folks. I'm just saying.
So yeah, I hope that answers those fans' question.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk a little bit about your dancing.
Okay.
How old were you when you started? What kind of dancing are we talking? And how has your tell me about your dancing career.
I started.
What have you done?
I actually started dancing a little after I stopped playing football, which was like maybe 14, 15. But I actually fell in love with dance when I was 5 years old. And I saw Michael Jackson. And when I seen Michael Jackson, I was like, Diablo, like, hell no, like, I gotta move like that. Like, I wanna move like that. That shit's sick. And so I just started dancing right there. But when I took it serious, was like around 15, and then I also was dancing, I was dancing in the street, battling, low key around my block, and then it went serious, really, really serious and professional. Was when I was in my 20s and I started dancing on a train. And
at any time, Instagram's gonna cut me off because they do put a time limit to the lives. So in that event, we'll just start over.
Okay, cool.
I'll save this one and then I'll start another live.
I got you. And so basically,
yeah. Sorry. No, I was seeing somebody's comment. They said intellectual is a big ass word. I don't know if they're being sarcastic or if they just meant that.
Word. Well, it is what it is. Anyways, so yeah, I just started in my mid-20s, like in my early 20s, mid-20s, and then I just ran with it. Like I had a little crew. We got picked up by a Puma one time, and we did something with them. And then after that, I ventured off and I started doing things by myself. And I ended up getting picked up in Cali. I got signed to a dance agency, and then I was signed to them for 2 years, but I really didn't do anything with them because I was in New York. So, and they were a Cali-based agency, so I couldn't really really make that move to Cali. So that was it. But in the meantime, I got a chance to be in several music videos. I had the chance to work with my homie Swift on Demand, Mariah Lynn.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yo, actually,
I know.
What you call it? I did ask, got to chill with like Dream Down, everybody, and just chill. And then, I ended up.
Someone asked if you're from Harlem.
Oh yeah, I am from Harlem. You know, and that's my brother. That's my brother accent. Don't be trying to play me, bro.
Oh, okay. Renegade said, no, I really meant that. Intellectual property is trademark or copyright or content.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm not going, because what you call it, WWE also owns your name.
Yeah.
You can't do that shit, and you can't use it. So no. If that's to answer your question. Like, nah. So yeah. And then later on, I got to teach. I became a dance teacher at my old high school. And then
nice.
I ended up moving to Florida, became a dance instructor out there. And then I ended up doing what did I do? Oh, I ended up doing a video a photo shoot for Spray Ground at the Everglades in Miami. And then my last thing was the Super Bowl before COVID. And
wow.
And then I hung it up. And then I hung it up like I was done. Oh
like,
no!
No. Can we retire from it?
Ooh, I'm sorry. Yes, I did retire from it. Yes, I did. But I'm sorry. Like that'll be wild disrespectful if I don't mention that. My boy B-Way, phenomenal dude, hit me up with a call one day and was like, "Yo, bro, you still dancing?" I was like, "Nah, I'm really not dancing anymore. I'm doing the wrestling thing." He goes, "Well, I got a proposition for you." I'm like, "All right." And I got honored and lucky enough to be a backup dancer for Day 26. One of the Day 26 members.
That's what's up.
So
that's what's up.
That was like the last of my dancing things. So I haven't been dancing ever since.
Yeah, because I know people don't really hear about them as much, but they're still going heavy.
Yeah.
They're still performing and touring and all that shit.
Mm-hmm. So that's my dance career.
That's awesome. It's a lot of talent.
I'm trying.
What made you say, okay, I fulfill? Did you feel like you fulfilled what you wanted to fulfill in dancing, and said, okay, I want to go back to wrestling? Like I want wrestling to be it now.
I thought that I fulfilled dancing when I was done with the Super Bowl thing. I was done. I was completely done. I hung it up. I was like, yo, I'm done. I'm not going back to dance. I'm not doing no dance videos. I'm not doing none of that. I'm done because honestly, because I feel like I'm not up there in age. It's just that I feel like my body's up there in a sense, if I'm making sense. And in the dance world, I'll be considered like a grandpa, and I can't move the same. So I know my limitations. And so like
it's definitely way different in the wrestling world.
Exactly.
Because motherfuckers be 100 in that ring, like
exactly. So it's like
you want to be in the position.
Yeah, but it was dope. For the little brief moment that I got pulled out of retirement and I got to work with Rob from Day 26 for a little bit. It was cool. It was fun, and to do these dance videos, it was a good feeling. It was like one of my Zen places. Like it was like my happy place. Like it was my meditation, my form of meditation. And I'm done. That's not me anymore. Like a lot of people be like, yo, why you don't put your dancing into your wrestling? Because I don't want to be looked at as a dancing clown. I'm sorry. Like I was told.
Understandable.
I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not knocking nobody's gimmick that does that. And no disrespect to the real pros that's in there that we're trying to level up to. That has a dancing gimmick, but I was told that people with dancing gimmicks are looked at as like they making fun of you, like they're trying to make you look real stupid because they don't really know what to do with your gimmick. So if you have a dance background, they want you to incorporate that because they want to make you look like the ultimate baby face or like the only like fool in there for everybody's entertainment. So I was like, nah, I'm good, I'm straight. And also because I'm done dancing. Huh?
Renegade says, what is your routine before a match?
I talk a lot of shit. I'm that serious. I know other people work out and all that. I kid you not. I kid you not. I did ask.
I respect the honesty.
I did ask talk shit. I did ask like do my talking shit. That's it.
I guess you pumped up, basically.
So that's me. That's me. They're not sure.
So before I close this, before I end this, I'ma just ask you, what should we expect from Benny Blanco in the future? What do you plan to bring?
A whole different me. A whole different me, and a more realistic me. Like so people can take seriously. And I also want to show people that not only can I run my mouth, but the wrestling does match. And so that's what I want people to expect from me. That when I do come back, I'm coming back on some like, yeah, I'm gonna be me, all that, talk my shit, do this, but the wrestling is gonna be there also. So I gotta have people really look at me. I really want to get looked at. So when I come back, it's going to be a whole different Benny Blanco. It's not going to be the Benny Blanco that left. And then it's going to come back doing the same old shit. The Benny Blanco that's going to come back is going to be on a whole... Like, I'm sorry, but I feel like...
What do you feel like you can improve on? What do you want to improve on?
My in-ring wrestling. Like, it could be better. It could be way better. Like, I feel like I got the mic skills. I feel like I got the personality. I feel like I got the gimmick, all that. But I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the wrestling is not where it's supposed to be because I show a lot of that I'm brand new. And at this stage, even though it's cool, at this stage, I'm supposed to at least show that I'm getting better and not worse. So that's why when I come back, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be like, oh shit, okay, now he's backing it up, you know. So I think somebody asked.
Somebody asked me your merch. Do you have any merch?
I do. Okay, so the situation with that is this: I got logos, and I got shirts. I got 2 shirts which were airbrushed. One I gave to Maddie's mom as a gift from me to her. And the other one I gave to my niece because my niece always wanted one of my first ever merchandise shirts. But I got logos in the works. Right now I don't have any shirts or anything like that. Only because the simple fact of the matter that I feel like I'm not ready. I'm Benny fucking Blanco, yes I am. But I'm not quite there yet for me to be putting myself out there to have people feel like.
Right. You wanna release merch at the right time when you know what's gonna hit.
Exactly.
I totally understand.
Exactly. Because I don't want to give out merch and then people be like, yo.
In other words, answer to your question, it's in the works.
Thank you. There you go.
Just stay tuned. He said, do you think the pandemic has killed off a lot of fans for in-ring events?
Yes.
I
totally agree. Yes. Hell yeah. Yes. Hell yeah. I think the pandemic did that.
No, it's slowly getting back to normal.
Yeah,
I think it's definitely back to normal mainstream.
Thank you, Renegade. I appreciate that. My man said great answer. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I want to thank you guys, everybody watching and everybody who will watch on YouTube, for being here tonight and being a part of this. Those that participated, your questions and comments mean a lot. Please do subscribe to BMF Goddess on YouTube. I am the only BMF Goddess, so you just search my name, you'll find me.
The only one.
Follow Benny. Follow Benny. And Benny, also, thank you for being here, and I want to wish you nothing but the best of luck. Keep that mindset. It's going to take you far.
Thank you.
And thanks again, you guys. May the force be with you. Have a good night.